Max came into our lives like a little whirlwind, an 8-week-old golden retriever with floppy ears, oversized paws, and a knack for chaos. From the moment he stumbled into our living room, he had us wrapped around his wagging tail. Max wasn't just a pet. He was a character. He'd steal socks, bury them in the garden, and look at you with those guilty puppy eyes that no one could ever be mad at. He was also a magnet for trouble, once getting his head stuck in the cookie jar, a story that became family legend. But it wasn't until one chilly November evening that Max showed us just how much more he was than a source of laughter and chewed-up shoes. It had been a long day at work, and I was taking Max out for his usual evening walk. The air was crisp and the streets were unusually quiet. Max trotted ahead, his leash taut, sniffing every bush as if it held the secrets of the universe. As we turned onto a dimly lit path near the park, Max suddenly stopped. His ears perked up and his body tensed. I followed his gaze and saw an elderly man sitting on the ground near a bench. Something was wrong. He looked disoriented, his hands trembling. I hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to do. But Max didn't. He pulled on the leash, leading me straight to the man. "Are you okay?" I asked, crouching beside him. He muttered something faintly, but it was clear he was in trouble. His breathing was shallow and he clutched his chest. Without thinking, I reached for my phone and called for help. As I spoke to the emergency operator, Max sat beside the man, pressing his warm, furry body against him as if to offer comfort. The man's hand weakly found its way to Max's head, and he gave a small, grateful smile. The paramedics arrived quickly, and as they loaded the man onto the stretcher, one of them turned to me. "Good thing you found him when you did. He was having a mild heart attack." I glanced at Max, who wagged his tail as if to say, "Just doing my job." That night, as I scratched Max behind his ears, I couldn't help but marvel at how intuitive he was. He wasn't just our goofy sock thief or the culprit behind countless backyard holes. He was a hero in his own quiet, wagging tail way. From that day on, Max earned a new title in our household. Not just our dog, but our protector. And every time I see him sniffing a bush or cocking his head at a sound, I'm reminded of how much good a little furball can bring into the world.